Steve Reacts here, guys, and we're back with a video. Here we're reacting to Sorted Food. Rotating grill tested by a chef. Chef Ben. Let's give it a watch and find out. If you like this, then like, comment, subscribe, do the whole shabam, you know what to do. Let's have a look at what deliciousness they're cooking for us. I saw on the front that chicken look. Bang! I'm like, if this thing looks good, I may actually have to get one for myself. But I wouldn't mind making my own kebabs and stuff like that. That looks so cool.
Hello, welcome to Fridge Cam. A little while back, we tested one of these rotating grills in a gadget review video.
Now
Yeah,
you guys
kebabs.
love them so much, we've asked our friend Ben, a chef, to come up with some recipes to push them to their limits.
Come on, Ben.
What are we making?
Bit of an experiment, but I think we'll have a play with some rotisserie chicken, some dangly fish kebab, some rum glazed pineapple, and maybe some bread twists if we have time. And when I talk about time, I've got 2 grills to try and save us time.
Well, we'll stand on the side and provide moral support and hope that there's food that we can eat afterwards.
Number 1, rotisserie chicken.
Yes!
Except I've got Poussin, because in theory, right, they'll cook quicker because they're smaller. And I'm also thinking Peruvian Poussin.
I adore rotisserie chicken, but I would never in a million years make it at home because
You haven't got one of these?
no. And doing it in the oven would be a right pain in the arse, wouldn't it?
So the question always, to brine or not to brine? I did. So this is in a solution of salt water with bay and peppercorn, and they've been in there for several hours, which should just make them super succulent as we cook. And they need to pat and dry. I'm thinking Peruvian flavours, so I've got a paste of onion and garlic. I just blended up onion and garlic.
Yeah, I trust Ben.
We're gonna add
When Ben
to that
cooks, I trust
zest
him.
of a
I
lime,
have a lot of trust, and I like him.
Amarillo pepper, and
Oh,
pisco.
this is good.
The Peruvian brandy, and hopefully we're going to make a nice little glaze.
Is there a way that we can guarantee that the flavour runs right through the bird rather than just on the outside?
So a marinade does a number of things. It can tenderise, it can add flavour, and it can also give something that will glaze. Now, I've brined it, so the marinade's just going on now as a last minute in a glaze and a flavour. It's not going to go all the way through. What you could have done is marinate them and leave them overnight in a marinade instead of a brine. So I want this marinade all over. You've got the citrusy, you've got the chilli, you've got the alcohol, which obviously you'll cook off, but gives it a lovely flavour and has an acidity to it, and the onion and garlic.
Nice one. Look how he gets all in there.
So, one,
Like he's a chef or something.
That looks like a great kebab already, doesn't it?
Of course he's a chef.
2.
We know.
Poussin on Poussin,
Yeah, he's
and
double
then
stacking
clip
it.
goes on the top there.
Then you put like an onion on top of
Don't
something.
get rid of that because we're going to keep basting the birds as they go.
Then you're just gonna
What we
lick
do
it.
know is that cooking meat on the bone adds flavour. So
That looks-
hopefully
yeah.
all of these wonderful legs
That
of the
looks
dark
great.
meat will be incredible, but also because the breasts and the Poussin are quite small, they should do wonderful things too. We know that potato, really big ingredient in Peru as well, so I've just boiled some new potatoes and they're going to go in the bottom.
What, just there?
And then any juices that drip,
That's so nice.
which has all the amazing flavour, should start to roast those spuds as well.
Yeah.
While we let that do its thing, for maybe 35, 40 minutes, I don't know, we'll come back to it and test. Why don't we do number 2?
Nice.
Number 2, let's do something with this. A rum
pineapple.
glazed pineapple.
Honestly.
I think we need to peel the pineapple, carve the pineapple, skewer the pineapple, and then get ready with a rum glaze. Dark
A
brown
rum
sugar,
glaze. Ooh.
apple juice, same again of a nice dark rum, and the lime that we zested for our rotisserie chicken. I'm going to put the lime juice into here. Heat it until the sugar dissolves.
Baz, everything about this so far is speaking to your flavour preferences. Rum, sugar, and then he's going to glaze that on pineapple. And that must make your tongue just go like,
I like pineapple a lot. Rum, I'm like that with it. But
Sometimes
maybe
you want to
in
take the
dessert,
eye
it
out
probably
of
could be
pineapple.
nice.
pinnacle.
Too easy.
What I'm trying to do is cut out into the tough bits.
Oh,
So that's it.
so nice.
More surface area for your rum glaze.
That's really cool.
That's so nice.
Steamboat.
Yeah.
Going to start off with the glaze, but I think the glaze is going to be something that will just continually baste as it gets more and more hot and sticky and cooked.
Do these grills operate at a set temperature, or are you choosing the temperature?
The One Concept grill at 1800 watts has one power setting. and 1 rotating speed. So it's up to you to control when things are ready and stuff. But you just have the simple bit of control of
This
on
sounds good.
or
If he
off.
served me up
For
this,
those of
mate,
us who do
fucking hell, I'll
have
be finishing that in
pineapple
nothing.
allergies, could you recommend another fruit to use?
We were thinking about what else we could do, and we brainstormed lots of ideas. I think big chunks of watermelon would be quite cool. What I've done is just dry toasted off some desiccated coconut, and we can sprinkle that over the pineapple when it's done. I reckon that's probably going to need 35-40 minutes, much the
mango.
same as the poussin. Unlike the poussin, where you want all
Wow.
the fat to dribble into your potatoes and cook
Oh my
those,
god.
with the pineapple, the sugar will burn, to add a little bit of water just to stop it getting too sticky. Poussin's had about 30-35 minutes. Now's the time to take it off the spit and carve it up. Careful, every bit of metal is hot.
That looks incredible.
Brining, slow, even rotating cooking, hopefully succulent meat.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a face.
That looks
Oh,
so
cheeky.
good.
Naughty Poussin.
So the flavours are simple enough, they complement the chicken, we kind of knew that was going to
I'm
happen.
jealous.
If you were doing this at home without one of these, you could spatchcock it and do a similar kind of thing. But what you get is the spectacle of it turning and the very even cooking. And I think the dripping of the fat and the marinade onto the
Yeah.
potatoes is what makes that whole plate so special. So the chicken is excellent, but the potato that benefits from rotisserie chicken, that's where the magic is.
When I first saw that, I presumed it was novelty.
I agree.
But this is anything but, I reckon.
Yeah, this is amazing.
I do have to say though, Ebbers, you buy a rotisserie grill, you make rotisserie chicken, you're not exactly breaking any rules here. Let's try something bigger and better.
So the pineapples had about the same,
We're
30
just doing
minutes.
these two. It looks good, bro. He's done it. He's made it look good. I'm sorry, no, he's made that
Even
look.
having carved it, you can see
I was like, when he just shaved it off, I was like, what's that? He just shaved off some animal fucking patch. I don't know what the fuck. That looks good.
it is cooked and softened all the way through, and then the caramelised bit on the outside.
That is something special. That is fresh pineapple
Wow.
with a bite, but it's so sweet and caramelised. Are you sure you don't want to try
I
some?
don't want to risk it.
It's
Just eating
worth
ice
it.
creams.
There's a hospital just there.
Yet again, the recipe would work
There's a
absolutely
hospital.
fine on a regular grill. Grill your pineapple, then glaze it afterwards or during is fine.
Little tip though, don't stick the pineapple on top of the machine. It's a little bit stuck.
Well, yeah, it's cooked itself to it, isn't it? That's a showstopper.
Just a little bit. Go on,
No,
just
I know, no, it's not worth it. Trust me.
worth it.
It looks
Not for
good.
you at home. Don't do it at home if you're allergic. But for him,
Oh, so that can't, yeah. Four
Number
dishes.
3, medangly fish skewers.
Right, need a better title, please.
Dangly fish
This
skewers.
time we've got this, which has
What
got
fish is he using?
little marks in here and holes in here, and if you line it all up, you can basically put skewers.
Oh, that's
that.
nice. I
What I've gone
want
for is a
these.
nice,
These look
meaty,
nice, these machines.
fleshy fish. So we've got monkfish.
oh
Must
yes.
be like £100 or
Nice
something.
Scottish, just off the coast of Scotland. But you could go for big prawns. You could go for something like hake or cod. You need something that's going to hold its form, not like a plaice or a haddock or something that's much more flaky. I've
Like a
marinated it
monkfish.
in yogurt and a whole bunch of lovely spices that's perfect for tandoor. Garam masala, paprika, garlic, ginger, chili, lemon juice, yogurt. And then we'll skewer some stuff. Some raw onion, nice big monkfish chunks,
Oh, he's got
cherry
monkfish.
toms. Keep going.
I tell you why I'm interested in this.
Gonna make me look stupid now.
whenever
Like,
I
oh,
use
he
a
said
grill-
monkfish.
And I'm cooking
And
fish
you just said
or
it.
meat.
Just to make yourself
My
look
biggest
smart.
worry
No.
is it's gonna stick
I didn't
to the
hear
grill.
him.
So if this is not on a grill, and that works, that'd be decent.
Perfect with chicken or lamb. Paneer would be really good in this situation. I'll put a little bit of a backstop on with our onion. Then it's lots in there.
Job done. Trying to work out how that's going to rotate. On a teacup ride, you go round and round whilst the outer bit goes round and round, and that would mean, in a cooking sense, that you're cooking all sides evenly, whereas is this just going to cook the outside?
I reckon this will need 15
That's
minutes.
actually very
Tomatoes to
smart, yeah, that's very
blister,
cool.
onion to char a little bit, and the fish to cook through. Remember, the metal skewer means it is again going to cook from inside and out as it rotates. Good question, Jay. Will you get a darker side on one than the other?
Probably.
Number 4, bread dough.
Bread dough.
Now, there was a logical train of thought here. You know chimney cakes?
Yes.
Cooked over a rotating spit. I was just thinking, what cool stuff cooks on spits? And then I thought, let's do that. So we're
I've
going
never
to try.
seen this before.
This was a really smart idea when I had it, and I didn't really think it all the way through. What I have made is a classic bread dough, 3-5 ratio, yeast, salt and sugar, and it's had plenty of proving time, so we got this wonderful, wonderful dough.
What are we hoping to gain from this?
That's my thinking, is you're never going to really have one of these and not have an oven.
I mean, it's fine to say that Mike asked you to come up with 4 ideas and you ran out after 3.
I had lots of lovely ideas, but we decided bread was going to be one of those Jeopardy ones.
Yeah.
We could make bread kebabs. You just make little dough balls, skewer them, skewer them, skewer them, skewer them.
Bread
That's
twists
not a
is
bad
something that I used to do on an open fire as a Boy Scout. Bread twists were excellent. Good dough.
But can we do a dough ball one?
Is that what you meant, Jay?
Should we be basting them in like butter or oil?
Yeah, let's get them on, get them turning, and then we'll glaze them. So the bread is yeasted, hasn't really got much flavour to it other than a pinch of salt. However, this is a garlic butter. So I just warmed up finely chopped garlic in some butter till it bubbled, took it off the heat, and then stirred through salt, pepper, and chives.
Do you think it's obvious which one of those skewers were your idea?
The one with the belly hanging over the edge, you mean? The fish is the only one that we're not basting. It's the musha.
It's been
The
marinated.
yogurt should protect it. So like in a good tandoor oven, the yogurt gives it almost a protective skin. Fish is done. Skewers have had 15 minutes while we were doing our bread twists. A little bit of spiced pilau rice, cucumber, tomato, lime pickle salad. Feast.
Very nice. Very nice.
Now, I guess what we're hoping to
very
replicate
special.
is
I
that
can see it again.
fierce heat of a tandoor. You're not going to get the fierce heat of a tandoor, but how close can we get? Some charring from the yogurt, a cooked succulent fish, blistered tomatoes, charred onion. Give it a go.
Do you know what? There is a slight difference on one side to the other, but it's not. Do you know? It's not as noticeable as what I think it's going to be on the bread.
The spices in that marinade were raw. Wow. Other than that, it's as they cook, they begin to sort of mellow into that. It's got quite a kick to it.
That has got a kick to it, and actually, I have to say, unlike the chicken, that flavour goes right through.
Yeah,
Really
that
juicy.
looks delicious.
It hasn't got the same char on the outside that I was expecting.
I couldn't get that on a normal grill. The fish would have stuck. It just
didn't really at all
anything I
realise
could have
this
done to
is just
avoid
like,
it
wow.
wouldn't have worked. So that is far better than I could have done normally.
I want one of these.
I like the
man.
fact that you can do it and leave
I'm
it. You got to
definitely
go
gonna look
round,
up
you just hook in
on
7,
Amazon or something,
you leave it 15 minutes, you unhook 7, you can hook in another 7. You could just keep going. So it's up to you to make sure that everything that goes on the skewer is the same size and will cook at the same time. That's why they're cherry tomatoes, because they will cook really quickly, like the fish.
I'd call that a success.
Definitely, I would use that at my next social gathering, whenever that may be.
Are we ready to see the other one?
We're on a roll, mate. We should call it.
You'll be getting better at this.
No. Oh, yes!
Yeah. What
Oh
is that?
dear.
They look alright, you know. You can't. They look alright.
They should be dough balls. I feel like you're undermining my idea. Dough balls. Yes.
I'm not sure that's quite what I had in mind, but should we try them? Tasty, garlicky, buttery bread, but I wouldn't repeat them.
Dough balls are great, actually. The smaller ones are better because they're cooked through. The bigger ones, still a bit raw in the middle. But keep them small. Dough balls. Great.
Would you again?
Would I create 7 skewers of dough balls? Yes, I would.
As a recipe, as an idea, I'm happy with it.
I'd definitely
Once you
use
skewer
it
them up,
for
you may
kebab,
as well
but
whack them in the oven.
yeah,
I don't
like
know
kebab,
if
slicing it
that's
up,
adding
like
anything
kebab.
to it. In fact, gravity
Chicken,
is kind of
100%.
detracting
That
from the
looks
end product.
delicious.
Nothing groundbreaking there.
We're going to agree to disagree and call that one a So that's a bit of kitchen kit. What do you reckon?
Fun, bit of a talking point. Unique with pineapple and rotisserie chicken. Will I use it every day with midweek cooking? No. Will I use it occasionally? Maybe when someone comes round? Yes. It's very cumbersome and that's 100 quid. If you've got the space, give it a go. Because we've only done 4 things, so I bet there's 40 you could try.
Okay, over to you. Comment down below. Let us know. Is that worth it? And
I think
what
it
other
is. I think
kitchen
it is.
gadget should we give chefs to test?
We've also built the sorted
I think it is worth it, and I'm gonna have a look at it and see it because I want to see how much that shit cost. But guys, if you do like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Catch y'all later.